Hey, I've gone off. Wait a minute. Let's have a look. Everything's set up. There we go. Perfect. Okay, sorry about that. I had everything set up and then it all fell over just as I started. Okay, hello everyone. And we've got Basti's on the chat. Hi Basti. And we've got another episode of our treating specific issues, and we're going to be working on some points for the knees. So before we do that, I'm going to run some knee-related polls to find out what your history of knee problems are. So here we go. I've got. Have you had or ever had any problems with your knees? So would you like to just answer that? We'll just see yes or no, and we'll see how much we can focus this just for you as we work through. I know Basti did a session on the hips last week, so I'm going to incorporate that into today. Wow, look at this. Very, very prevalent. Everyone's answering yes so far, so there we are. So now I'm going to ask you another question, which is where were the symptoms mainly? Were they on the front, the sides, or the back? So that will give us an idea of the channels involved. And then we'll have a question about the type of pain, and then hopefully we're going to build a session around that. So let's have a look. Okay, look, this is interesting. We've got sides as the predominant thing with some on the front. So that indicates the liver and gallbladder channel and the stomach and spleen channel are involved. And let's see, finally, what kind of problem was it? And I'm just what kind of was the main symptom? Did it feel blocked, weak, hot, cold, or other? And that will give us an idea of what we're dealing with. Anyone want to answer that? Oh, look, here we go. Okay, interesting. Look, we've got a bit of heat going on there. Bit of weakness is the main thing. We've got a bit of obstruction there, and quite a lot of others going on as well, other different things going on, because it is quite a complex joint. So what we'll do today is we'll go through the Wednesday class procedure and we'll focus it on exactly what kind of issues you've had. And what I'll do is I'll show you different things you can do, build it into the whole session. One of the main things that the knees and the hips do is they provide us with our grounding. So today, rather than doing the burner scan, we're going to do the one about whether your energy is up, down, how grounded you are. And that will give us an idea again about how the channels are working to ground you to the earth. So let's just do that first of all. We're just going to tune into our energy and see whether we feel up, down, or too up, too down, or just about right. So first of all, just shake out a little bit and then just stand comfortably. Before you move anything in your energy, before you change anything, just see how your energy is, whether it feels like you're going up, whether you feel like you're sinking down, or whether you feel pretty much in the middle, okay? So I'm just going to do that myself. Let's just see. Okay, I think I've got it. So now I'm going to run the up and down poll, and we'll see how we get on. Let's look. So, yes, is your energy up, down, or about right? Here we go. So is it very up, ungrounded, too up, about balanced, or a little bit too down, too heavy and grounded, or very much too grounded? Let's see. Okay, look at that. The group, we've generally, overall, got more of a tendency to not be grounded. So what we'll do is we'll do some work as we go through the sequences. We'll go through some work to get us nice and solid. But for those of you who are feeling too heavy, we'll also do some lifting up as well. So hopefully at the end of the hour, we'll be nicely balanced between heaven and earth. Okay, let's go. So we'll start off with some shaking, and then we'll see how we get on. Okay, so just standing and relaxing. just bringing ourselves into the space, just to really enjoy this time we've got together. Scanning through your body. And we're going to start doing some shaking. We're actually going to start off at the top of the body. We'll go down, and then by the time we get to the legs, we're going to focus in on the hips and the knees and the feet, and really see if we can get some energy down through the legs. And then we do some specific work on that, okay? So let's start off by just relaxing the jaw, floating the head up. And then we're just going to gently shake. You can hold the head up by the cord at the top of your head. Let the jaw relax. Make some sound. And just get the whole neck and jaw area relax. Okay, now if you're feeling too heavy and down, this is where you want to really focus on the upward action here. And if you're feeling too up, okay, when you're shaking, just bring the energy down and start to direct it down towards your feet. So you can start to balance out your own energy straight away, even with the shaking. So taking it nice and easy, just getting that jaw relaxed, relaxing the neck. Relaxing the shoulders. Okay, so we're going down to the shoulders now. We're opening up and relaxing the shoulders. Keep that floating up feeling. Shaking down if you need to get your energy down. Relaxing the elbows, the wrists, and the fingertips. Okay, good. So now we're getting the thoracic spine and the thorax itself. I'm going to give that a really good shake. I'm stretching backwards and forwards here. It's really important to open this whole area up and get this whole area moving at the back. So we're kind of doing this kind of thing, shaking it out. And then we get down to the diaphragm, and this is where we just try and relax the internal organs, shaking again, just getting the mobility of the internal organs as we shake them. Relaxing the hips. Okay, so now we can start tuning into the energy in the legs, which is one of the main themes of today. So we're going to just really relax the hips. This is what Bassi did last week, I think, if I remember rightly. And we go down. And just tune into your knees now. And just see if you can shake your energy down through the hips, into the knees, and then down into the ankles. Okay, then shaking out the legs. And then the whole body, keep that jaw relaxed. Try and get the whole body to free up. All the way down the legs, down into the ankles, into the feet. Okay, excellent. So now it's time to work on the whole legs, and we're going to work the channels that relate to the knee, and hopefully we're going to feel how the knee can be balanced out and strengthened and freed up as well by various different exercises. So we're going to use the main channels that we already know in the legs, but we're going to focus them up through into the knees. We're going to start off with the kidney meridian. Now, I know the kidney meridian and the bladder meridian lay on the back. Most of you didn't vote for that because a lot of the symptoms of the knees tend to occur on the front, around the patella, and they often occur at the sides as well, where you've got the gallbladder and liver channel. But having said that, most of you voted for weakness. And if you've got a weakness there, you really want to get the Qi coming up the legs through the kidney channel. And that really relies on really getting the kidney channel opened and working. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so first of all, we're going to open kidney 1. Check out a little bit. Rub our hands together. And we're going to activate the lower burner because that connects with the kidney channel. So we're going to place the hand just below the navel like this. Okay. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Let's see if we can really energize the lower burner, keeping kidney 1 open. We'll do some more on that in a minute. We're just going to activate the lower dantian by circling around CV4 and CV6. The reason we're doing this is because any weakness in the body quite often goes back to the kidney energy, which resides or is stored in the lower part of the abdomen through into the back here. So we're going to energize this first. And then what we'll do is we'll open up the kidney channel in the leg, and then we'll do some directed Qi Gong breathing to strengthen the legs. Okay, so let's do this first. So let's take some nice lower abdominal breaths into the lower abdomen. Okay, so what you should feel is you should feel this area coming out and expanding as you breathe in. Okay, and then breathing out, keeping the Qi in the lower part of the abdomen there. Very good. Okay, just keep going. Okay, now as we're doing this, we're going to also work bladder 23, which is a really important point on the back here for the lower burners. If you can do this without your shoulders hurting, if you've got stiff shoulders and it's a bit of a problem, then just keep doing this and project your energy through into the lower back like this. So I'm just going to get this going. Very good. Okay, excellent. So now we've got a nice feeling of energy building up in the lower hara. But if we scan down our legs, you might find that they don't feel that connected all the way down into the feet. So we need to do something about that. So let's do that by opening up the kidney channel. And we're going to start off with, get my chair ready. We'll start off by activating kidney 1 and 3, and then we'll activate it through into the knees. Okay. So the kidney channel starts here, as you know, kidney 1, and it goes up around the back of the ankle, kidney 3, and then up this way, right into kidney 10 underneath the knee here. And that's a really important channel to get going. It goes up right into the groin, and it kind of connects in with the sacrum and the hip. So we want to get that channel as strong as we can. That gives strength generally to the knees. So let's just activate that and just work the feet. Okay, now you notice that a lot of you voted for sides of the body as well. So while we're here, what we can do is we can start opening up the liver and gallbladder channel. That's liver 3 here, and we've got the gallbladder channel goes to this second toe here, second to little toe, 4th toe. And so we can basically start to work that just at the beginning by opening the foot this way and opening up the liver and the gallbladder channels. Okay, once we've done that, we've prepared the foot, then we can start activating kidney 1. And if you can put your leg in this position, what you're doing is you're opening up a stretch here for the kidney channel right through into the knee here. Okay, so we're starting to prepare for that. I'm holding kidney 3 with my thumb here. So I'm already starting to open up that channel. Okay, and you can even work up this kidney channel like this. It's just on the back, going directly up from the kidney 3 up into the back of the knee. And so we can open that up by doing some self shiatsu, just squeezing with the thumbs, opening up the channel here until you get right up into the back of the knee here. right into the back of the knee there, where those tendons are. And that will start to connect up kidney 1 and kidney 3 with the knee. And we'll feel that when we get up and stand up again. I can guarantee that. So I'm just going to tap a bit more, pressing, more or less pressing directly. If you can put your leg in this position, you're more or less going directly into this area here, like this. It does feel a little bit tight on me, actually. I'm just going to try and get this moving a little bit. Up into the back, and you go straight back into the back of the knee there, and that's kidney 10. As I say, I don't think anyone voted for the back of the knee. Just have a little look. But this is important for those of you who voted for weakness, because the kidney channel, as I said, strength is to do obviously with the strength of the legs. There's more to it, which we'll find out later, but let's just do this first. Okay, brilliant. It feels pretty good, so let's do the other foot. I'm just going to take this. Okay, so again, opening up liver channel here between the first and second toe, and squeezing down towards the gallbladder channel as well, just to get that liver and gallbladder channel that governs the sides of the knees open. And then let's activate the kidney channel, kidney 1. Holding kidney 3. Okay, and then working up from kidney 3 using self shiatsu. We're just going to open up this kidney channel all the way up. You can feel like a little groove there, directly up from midway between the ankle bone and the Achilles tendon. We feel a kind of groove there, and that's the face where the facial planes meet, and that's where the channel is. So we go up. Just pressing there, nice relaxed. Just easing up, and if you keep going up there, you'll get just behind the knee here, and that's where kidney 10 is. And that's a point for the knee. And it connects up with the kidney channel. It's quite stiff on me, it's quite painful, so I'm just easing it open. Lovely. Little tap. And let's see. Okay, very good. So now let's see what's happening now. Just see what it's like to stand up. Let's see what the knees feel like after we've done that. Let's see. Shaking out a little bit. Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay, can you feel that? That's pretty amazing. I can feel the channel really tingling all the way up from kidney 1. I can feel it open and tingling, and I can definitely feel the energy going there, going right down into the knee there. So now let's connect that up. And I'm going to show you another point, which is just if you feel the top of your pubic bone, just go out slightly, you'll find a slightly tender place here, and that's actually kidney 11. And that point connects through right into kidney 10 in the knee. It's the next point on the acupuncture channel that runs up. So if you just gently press in there, just above the pubic bone, I'll just show you where it is. So you feel the top of your pubic bone. Just go out a little bit to about here, where you can feel a little sensitive point, okay? Gently press in, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to breathe into that point. Breathe in. Bring the breath into there. Okay, then breathe out. I want you to send the breath down from this point into the back of the knee, inside back of the knee. And then all the way down, you'll feel it going down kidney 3, kidney 1, and then into the earth. Okay, so breathing in. Breathe out. Gently press that point and feel it connect with the back inside the knee. Okay, now what you're feeling there is you're feeling the whole kidney channel connecting up all the way from the feet into the knee, and then up into this point here, which then connects into the sacrum and the lower back. So you're opening that right out strengthening up the legs. Okay, let's just do a couple more breaths, breathing in. Directing the breath here to this point where I'm holding. Okay, breathe out. Down into the knees. Breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, what an amazing feeling, isn't that incredible? And that's a really good way of internally strengthening the knees using the kidney channel. So let's just build on that a little bit and connect it with the bladder channel, and then we'll move on to the other important meridians in the leg that stabilize and work the knee, okay? So let's just consolidate that by tapping up from kidney 3. Okay, we've got kidney 10 here, we're going to go up the inside of the legs, up, until we get up to here to kidney 11 again. Okay, so just tapping around here, energizing that area, and then we're going to go round back onto the sacrum, and we're going to go down the backs of the legs. It's important to keep the bladder channel activated as well. There's local points at the back of the knee here that are used to strengthen the bladder channel on the back. Okay, and then we go down to the ankle, pick up kidney 3 again, inside, up, until you get to kidney 11, which we just did on the top of the pubic bone, then round onto the sacrum, down the backs of the legs, and then up. One more time, down, and up. Brilliant. Okay, and then brushing off. Right, and shaking out. Okay, checking in time. Okay, let's just see what the knees and the knees and the legs feel like now. Just shaking out a little bit, tuning in. Do you get that feeling? There's a kind of solid feeling of energy right the way through from the soles of the feet. It's nicely balanced now with the bladder channel activated. Okay, and that's probably the kind of foundation technique that you need to strengthen up the energy of the knees. The rest of it is getting the gallbladder and liver channels sorted and the stomach and spleen. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, now you remember when we did the hips the other week, the gallbladder 30, which is this point right in the hip here, is really important to keep the energy of the joints moving. And the liver and gallbladder channel are related directly to the joints, so it's really important to keep them open and working really well. So let's do some doing on the liver and gallbladder channels and see how that affects the knees and how we feel connected to the earth. Okay, so we're going to start off actually at gallbladder 30 in the hips. Okay, if you want to make it a little bit more strong, you can actually rotate the hips like this, open the hip out. So you get right into here, right deep into the hip, right into here. If you want to know the exact location of the point, you can find the greater trochanter, which is this bony bit that sticks out here, and this the lower part of the sacrum. You join them up, and then 1/3 of that distance, which is right in here, is where gallbladder 30 is. It's right in there. If you want to get the exact location, so basically anywhere around there will activate the gallbladder channel in the leg. Just do this side a bit more to balance them out. Very good. Okay, so now we go down the outside of the leg. I notice that most of you voted for pains on the outside and on the sides of the knees. So that's connected to the gallbladder and liver channel. So let's go down the gallbladder channel, especially around the knees. Gallbladder 34 is a really nice local point there for the tendons. Just going to tap around there. We go down the outside of the legs, and then we pick up the liver channel on the inside. We've already worked the liver channel here. Remember on the feet where we've worked the feet. So we're just going to pick that up there. We're going to come around and right inside here. And there's a point just on the inside back of the leg here, liver 8. That's a really good point for the local point for the knees for the liver. That's right at the back between these tendons here, on the inside of the knee, as you go up the inside here, just into here. Okay, so we're going to tap around there, get that liver channel working. And then the liver channel comes up, it goes into kind of the groin area, and then we're going to go around again and into the hips, into gallbladder 30, nice and loose. Activate the gallbladder and liver channel, so down. Gallbladder 34. Up. Gallbladder 30. Again, as we've done in previous Wednesday classes, if you feel very weak around here, you might want to just hold these points, hold these channels with the palms, or to tap really much more lightly. If you feel they're a bit blocked, then you can tap a little bit harder if you feel they're freeing up. 34. Up. Tapping on the inside just to activate the red, just tapping it nicely. Up the liver channel, down the liver channel, up the liver. Very good. Rushing off, shaking out, and checking in time with the knees. So let's just see how the knees feel now with the gallbladder and liver channels activated. So let's just see. Okay. Wow, do you get that? So we've got that core strength right through the center of the joint, from the kidney, and now you can feel that tingling on the inside and the outside. Nice activation there, left and right. That's very good for stabilizing the knee this way, obviously. Okay, and you'll notice now that the bit that's really feeling left out, that needs some attention, are the stomach and spleen channels. And the stomach and spleen channels are really important for the knee because they go around very close to the patella. They stabilize the patella. And there are some special combination points if you've got weakness in the knees, and it's on the front of the knees, which I'm going to show you as we go through, okay? So let's go. A little note here, those of you who felt a little bit heavy at the beginning and are not really up, when you work the spleen channel, you want to really visualize that, bring your energy up, because the spleen holds the energy up in the body. So just make that kind of one of your intentions. And those of us who are too high, too up, not grounded enough, use the stomach channel because that's got a downward action to kind of connect you with the earth. So down the stomach to connect with the earth, up the spleen to lift you up. Okay, so let's just do that with that intention. Those of us who need whichever way, we'll see how we get on with that. Okay, so let's start off by just activating the spleen channel in the center of the hara. Rub our hands together. Okay, and we're going to just rub around the spleen area. Okay, this is just activating the earth element, the stomach and spleen. And while we're doing this, just check down your legs. And you'll notice that the back and the sides of your legs, and especially around the knees, are nicely activated now. They feel quite solid. You've got that kidney 1 connection. There really is just a missing bit there, which is the stomach and spleen channel. So let's activate those and let's check out some local points. Okay, so here we go. Ready? We're going to tap down the stomach channel. This is the one that brings our energy down, if you want to do that. So down and connects with the earth. Okay, so let's just check out some important points around the knees. Just before we get to the kneecap, just on this bulge here. Let's come a bit closer. Just on this bulge here. We have stomach 34 right on this bulgy bit here. And this is a really important point for the knee. We go round the kneecap, just activating it around the kneecap. And then go into stomach 36, and we've mentioned many times before, that's this point here, which is the 3-mile leg point. That connection there is really important for treating the knees. So it's used in acupuncture to connect those 2 points, and that connects the energy going down through the stomach channel there. So we're going to make sure that we activate that. Here into here. Okay, and then we're going to go down the rest of the stomach channel, down towards the ankles and the feet. And then we're going to switch and come up the spleen channel. And remember, this is the one if you want the energy lifted up. And then we've got spleen 9 and spleen 10. And they are acting a similar way on the inside of the knee. So spleen 9 is this one here, where you go up through this, up the inside of the shin, and you just feel where the little indentation is there. That's spleen 9. It's usually quite sensitive. And spleen 10 is on the bulge here, on the inside of the knee. So holding those 2 points again, very good for strengthening up the joint, stabilizing the patella. Okay, so as we go up, we're going to go through those points. Just going to hold from this side as well. And then up. This is the spleen channel. Okay, and then round again, down the stomach channel. Stomach 34, stomach 36, down, and up, and spleen 9. And the inside of the knee, spleen 10. And then up. Okay. And down outside. We have stomach 34, stomach 36, down, up, and 9, and spleen 10. And they are the main 4 points for stabilizing the patella and strengthening the front of the front, kind of the sides as well, but mainly the front of the knee. Okay, they're the classic point combinations that you get in acupuncture. You use them a lot in Shiatsu when you're treating knee problems, especially if you get pain around this area here, pain or weakness around here. Okay, one more go. Down the stomach, and then up the spleen. Very good. Okay, shaking out and checking in time. Okay, let's just see how those knees feel and how the legs feel at the same time. So let's just relax, shake out a little bit. Okay, can you feel that? That's pretty awesome. We've got a really good central feeling connection right through from the kidney. We've got a nice relaxed feeling down the liver and gallbladder channels. And now the stomach and spleen channels have been activated. We've got a really nice holding there. The patella's nicely placed. We've got a really nice kind of energy feeling all around the joint there. And that's the way you can balance out your own legs and your own knees. And you can tweak it depending on which channels are most dominant in you, what the kind of feeling is. If it's more weak, you might want to hold the channels more. And if it's more obstructed or you want to get more energy there, you can just tap away like we just did. Okay, but look at that. That's an amazing feeling, isn't it? Okay, people. So now we're going to just check in to see how we're feeling in terms of down and up. I don't know about you, but my lower part of my body feels amazing and amazingly grounded now. My upper part of my body is kind of like this. So we better include the upper part of the body, even though we're focusing on the knees, just to integrate everything through. So let's go through some of the middle and upper burner stuff and get ourselves really connected all the way down to the feet. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of shaking the upper body again, especially focusing around the shoulders and the rib cage. So I'm just releasing out the wrists as well, and the shoulders. So let's do a little bit of work on the middle burner and the upper burner. How about just getting that middle burner nicely released by doing that nice liver twist? So we're going to keep the head floating up. And those of you who've got your energy rising up, especially the upper body, it's probably quite often heat or liver yang rising. So let's just ease open the liver like this. Now also notice, the first thing I noticed when I did this was just how amazing the knees feel. I mean, they feel really stable. Legs feel like they're really strong, which enables us to just keep this whole part of the body really solid and just free up that middle burner there. Really enjoying that feeling of the legs really have had some attention there. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Very good. Okay, and then we come back to the center. A little bit of shape for the shoulders again. And then we can work on opening up the upper burner and work on the head and the neck just to get everything totally integrated. So let's do a couple of stretches. Let's do a lung stretch, breathing in, breathing out, and stretching back. Breathing in, and stretching back. Breathing in, and stretching back. Okay, so those of us who had energy a little bit too high, this might also be useful because the lung qi descends the qi from the breath. It helps descend the qi. So let's just tonify the lungs up a bit by opening up lung one, making some sounds. And we're going to go towards the thumb. And round the large intestine channel here, up into the shoulder. And that's it. Let's get that upper burner activated via the lungs. And we get the other side. Oh, a bit tight on this side, but just freeing it up. Just give my shoulder a bit of shake there. And then down towards the thumb. And brilliant. Nice deep breath. Getting this whole thoracic area moved and open. Great, so now just check again by breathing in. Nicely freed up. Shaking, opening the shoulders. Checking in. Oh, there we are, a little bit more balanced now. A bit more energized in the upper burner, and I've got a nice descending feeling there, especially the shoulders and everything relaxing and starting to settle down. So let's open up the heart protector meridian, breathing in, breathing out. This is the pericardium channel, goes to the middle finger, breathing out, relaxing, opening up, relaxing the upper burner there. Breathing in. Breathing in. Shaking out. How about just opening that heart protector meridian up a bit and just tap along the upper part of the chest here. This is where the channel runs more or less and goes down the center of the inside of the arm down to the middle finger here, and then it goes up the back, triple heater channel. There we are. Let's get that upper burner a little bit more activated and open. Down into the center there, and then back up, triple heater. Shaking out, stretch again. Feel that difference there? Look at that. So much easier. Very good. Tuning in again. Let's get in touch with those feet on the floor. Oh, that's much better. Okay, nicely connected through. We've freed up the middle burner a bit. We've got the upper burner activated. I don't know about you, but the thing that's really missing now is the head and neck. That feels really left out. So let's do some work on the head, neck, and face, and then put it all together. Okay, so let's just trying to think. Yes. Okay, let's connect up the neck channels with the knees, because all the head yang channels come down, they go down into the knees, and down into the feet. So we can kind of like integrate it in the knees with the rest of the body by working on the head and the face. For example, we can tap the bladder meridian here on the front of the forehead, go over the top of the head. And then we can squeeze down the back of the neck. And while we're doing that, let's just relax the knees. Soften the knees and open up the hips and the sacrum. And let's see if you can get a feeling all the way from the neck down the back into the knees. And what you can feel there is that's the bladder channel all the way down through the sacrum, down the backs of the legs and into the knees. And then you might feel it all the way down into the feet and down into the little toe there. What I'm doing now is I'm just pressing into bladder 10. We've done that before, just to the outside of this muscle here, pressing in towards the cervical spine. That has a direct effect on the lower back, opening up the lower back. And if you do that, you might just better get the feeling of the channel connecting down into the knees and then the feet. Okay, very good. And now we can work on the forehead, onto the temples and down the sides of the neck. This is the gallbladder channel. Sides of the head. Okay, this is a challenge. See if we can get a feeling from this big indentation here, gallbladder 20. We're going to press in here and see if we can feel the connection down the sides of the body, right the way down into the hips. So we're relaxing, pressing the heels of the hands into the gallbladder channel. Okay, now you might be able to feel that connecting all the way down the sides of the body and into the hips. And if you can, just extend that feeling down into the knees. And that's your gallbladder connection, neck to knees. Okay, you might want to tap down from there down to gallbladder 21. Another very good point for sending energy down. If you still feel you've got too much energy going up, just tapping that. And then shaking down. Shake that energy down into the knees. Okay, there we go. And so the next bit, last bit, is working the front of the head. So we're going to just wipe around the eyes, press into the sinuses. Press underneath the sinuses. Around here. Pressing around the large intestine, around here, this is stomach 3, and then round into the jaw. Yeah. Okay, good. So now the connection with the neck and the knees is the stomach channel, which runs down the front of the SCM muscle. So let's see if we can do that. I'm just going to get hold of the SCM muscle, relax the front of your body, and press in. There you go. Pressing into the front of the SCM muscle. I'm doing that with this part of my hand here. You can do it with fingertips. I'm pressing in here. The channel runs down here, straight down into the knees, then down into the feet. So let's see if we can get that connection. I'm going to relax and float the head up. So see if we can get that. There we go. Connecting everything up. Okay, so we've worked the bladder, the gallbladder, and the stomach. Meridians in the neck, relaxing the jaw, shaking out. That should give us a pretty good connection with all the main yang channels into the head. Let's just check in again. So we've got head floating up, feet connecting down, relaxing the hips, Okay, how about that? Nicely connected up, all the way from the head, all the way down the body, down into the knees and into the feet. You feel the knees like really strengthened up and they're really positioned really well in the whole energy connection to the body. Okay, brilliant. So now what we need to do is just finish up. We've done that connecting down. We've done the major points. So now we just need to work a little bit on the back to integrate everything down the bladder channel again in the spine. And then we do some breathing. And then I think we'll be absolutely done. So let's just try this first of all. We're going to shake our arms out. We're going to bend forwards. And we're going to tap from here. This is where we work the neck. Down through the bladder channel here. And then we're going to pick up as high as we can. Lower here. Go down. To the sacrum. There we go. Okay, we can just get them in. If you've got someone working with you, of course, you can get them to work down the whole bladder channel using the size of the hand on loose fists. I'm just going to do it myself. Just see if we can just about reach there. Clean up here. Lovely. And brushing off. Okay, excellent. So now we've got that back working. We've got the hara connecting. We've got the middle burner nice and open. So we'll just finish off by doing some directed breathing, and we'll use it to strengthen up the knees. We're going to come back to where we were at the beginning of the session by connecting the lower abdominal breathing, and we do some breathing in and out down through this kidney channel. Okay, remember we did that kidney 10 to kidney 11 breathing thing, connecting up with kidney 1. And now what we can do is we can extend it. We sent the energy down through the channel, and now we can use the earth to bring the breath up through and into the knees from the earth. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. Holding here again. Let the head float up. Relax your hips. Open up the knees and the ankles and feet. Okay, so now we're going to direct the breath into the lower part of the hara, and we're going to direct the breath down through into the earth. But this time, when we breathe in, obviously the air is coming in this way, but we imagine the earth's energy, the yin energy from the earth is coming up through the channel. You'll find that that will balance out the knees even more because you get the kidney channel opening up from kidney 1 to kidney 3. Do you want to try it? Okay, let's do it together. So feet shoulder width apart, hands over the lower part of the abdomen to activate the kidney energy in the lower abdomen. Okay. And now let's start off by just breathing in very slowly into the lower abdomen. Get that chi right into the back and hold it in the pelvic floor. So you're holding it like in a bowl here. Okay, now as you breathe out, what we're going to do is we're going to relax the hips, relax the knees and the feet, direct the chi from the breath down through the hips, through the knees, and down through kidney 1 as deep as we can into the earth. Ready? Okay, awesome. Okay, so now the next bit is we're breathing in. As we breathe in, we imagine the chi coming up from the earth through kidney 1, up into the knees, and then into the hips, and then into here. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Breathing in. Hold it. Keep the chi there. And now we're going to breathe out. Send it down through the hips. Relax those hips. Open up the knees. Send the chi down into the ankles and feet. Very good. Okay, so now breathing in. Imagine chi from the whole earth coming up through kidney 1 and through the knees and into the hips and into the lower abdomen again. Ready? Very good. Hold the Qi in the lower abdomen. Relax the hips, knees and ankles and feet. Send the energy down deep into the earth. Okay, brilliant. Okay, breathing in, breathe that Qi up from the earth. Hold it. Relax the hips, knees and feet and ankles and breathe out. Breathe in. Bring that Qi up through the knees. Hold it and breathe out. Okay, how about that? Isn't that amazing? Can you feel that? That's like my legs, I don't think I can move them now. They're like anchored to the earth through the Qi, through kidney one. I can't actually move my legs now. Okay, so let's just build on that. I bring it into the whole body with this Tai Chi breathing just to finish up. So at this point, we bring the head floating up, ground it down. And it's up to you now to tune in to see whether you're nicely balanced. I mean, for me, I think I'm just pretty much exactly right now. I was way too much up here. Now I feel really nicely in the middle. So you keep the breathing nice and even. If you're still floating up, focus downwards into the earth. And if you're still a little too heavy, focus on the Qi coming up and holding you up as we breathe in. We're just going to do 3 of these breaths. Okay, head floating up, free up that spine, open up the joints, feel the knees as the sort of center of the legs grounding you into the earth. And we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, excellent. So now we're just going to stand and we're just going to check in and just remember what it was like an hour ago when we did the scanning. We felt the knees and we felt a grounding up and down. Just check in with that and compare how we feel now. Okay, thank you very much. That's brilliant. It's just if we've got a few minutes left, we have. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left just to review what we've done. I'm just going to put the slide up because I haven't done that yet. This shows some of the points that are used for treating the knee. You see you've got stomach 34 there, stomach 25 around the kneecap, gallbladder 34. You see how the gallbladder goes to the sides, and you've got spleen 9 we mentioned, spleen 10. The only one they haven't got there is stomach 36, which is the one that is used for the strengthening up the legs and everything. So you can see that there on the that would be just in the front of gallbladder 34 there. Okay, so you can see that. You notice there are not that many points on the kidney and bladder. So we're just going to stand and I'll just review energetically what we've done. Just like you to do this with me, just trace those channels up just to stabilize everything off at the end. Yes, okay? So you can do that by visualizing, standing, keep that head floating up. So let's just trace the channels. You'll feel them nicely open now, just to remind us, and we'll just stabilize the knees. So opening up kidney 1 internally, tracing it back to kidney 3, just behind the ankle, and feeling it all the way up the inside of the leg. Remember how we opened that up when we were in the sitting position there. We opened up the channel into kidney 10. And then if you just place your hands on the top of the pubic bone, just to the outside, the midline there, just a nice sensitive spot there, and just relax and feel that connection there between the knees and the top of the pubic bone. And that's your kidney 10 to kidney 11 connection. And if you open your awareness down into kidney 1, you'll get the whole feeling of the kidney channel all the way from kidney 1 all the way into kidney 11. And you'll notice that has a really strengthening effect. And I did that specifically because most of you voted for feeling weak in the knees. And so that feeling you can feel now, that internal feeling, is your key to strengthening up the knees there. Okay. If you place your hands on your back and just press into the back here and open up the hips a little bit in the sacrum and feel down the backs of your legs, you'll feel the bladder channel all the way down into the heels. And that's the pair of the kidney, and it governs the back of the legs. You might also want to press this point, gallbladder 36, just below the buttocks there, just underneath there and into the joint, and you'll feel that connecting down through the back of the knees into the heels. Okay, so that's your bladder channel. Okay, remember the gallbladder and liver channels that we worked liver 8 and we worked gallbladder 34, and you can feel them by relaxing the hips, tuning in down the sides of the legs. The inside of the legs is the liver channel. You feel that right into the tendons on the inside of the knee. You might want to just feel down on the inside there and just pick up liver 8, just on the inside there. And feeling on the outside just reminds you gallbladder 34, just below the knee there on the outside. There we are. Okay, so you've got the back, sides. I noticed that most of you voted for sides there when we did the poll at the beginning of the session. So that's really important for the liver and the gallbladder channels. And then finally, bring your attention to the front of the knee, front of the legs, all the way down the front of the body. Remember, we connected it with the stomach channel in the neck, all the way down into the front of the knees, and you'll feel the spleen channel on the inside. And if you focus in on your patella, that's the kneecap, just give it a little bit of a squeeze to remember it. Okay, and just feel that feeling on the inside. That's your spleen channel. And that's really important for stabilizing the patella and giving strength to the quadriceps, which are really important in the front of the knee. And then if you bring your attention to the outside front of the legs, down the stomach channel, you'll feel that going through the knee as well, through stomach 36 and stomach 34. That's through here, down like that. Okay. And then if you just relax, shake out, and tune into the whole knee all the way around, inside and out, what you should feel now is a nice feeling of balance all the way through the knee. And more importantly, in the center of the knee, you've got that feeling of strength connecting down into kidney 1. And that's the kidney connection all the way through into the center of the joint, giving you strength in the knees to go with the flexibility and the stability of the stomach meridian. And that's the story of the acupuncture meridians and the points and the shiatsu techniques and the internal Qi Gong techniques for treating the knee. And I hope you've enjoyed the last hour. Just quickly say thank you very much to Basti. Have a quick look at the chat. We've got to finish up now. Put a heart in the chat. And really glad you enjoyed that. Yes, I must say I've really enjoyed it myself. My knees feel amazing now. Okay, great. See you next time. I'm just going to close up. Put a heart in the chat. And then we'll close up. There we go. There we are. All right. Lovely. Thank you very much for your appreciation, and see you at the next Wednesday class.